So we're going to be talking about how to control the spin with your wedges. Now when you're faced with the shot here, it's around 74 yards to the flag, we want to be able to control the trajectory and the spin going into the green. Now, when you've got a lot of loft in your hands, it's really easy to get a lot of spin just because of how the ball's going to be able to skid up the grooves a little bit more, you get that higher trajectory, but sometimes a lot of spin isn't always what you want. You see on the tour that players are often trying to control their spin and get a bit less spin by working the ball in towards the hole a little bit more, because controlling the spin and not having too much spin with wedges is absolutely vital. So ordinarily I have the option here of hitting a nice 3/4 58, but I get the feeling that at times when I do this I put a little bit too much speed into it and that might get a bit too much spin. So I sometimes end up taking the ball away from the hole, so that wouldn't be a great option for me in this particular shot. What we've then got is I've got the 54 and the 58. The 54 would be a little half swing, but what I'm going to choose is a little dead hand swing with the 50 degree. So let's pop these two clubs back in the bag, because they are not going to be needed. And then what we've got is playing the 50 degree, for me, is going to be all about just matching the arms and body to one another and having really limited hand movement. Because when you've got more speed and faster swing, longer swing in particular, obviously what we do with that is we set the wrists. That means the wrists release themselves, or you might feel like you have to for some players, at the bottom, which really increases that club head speed, but that will then increase how much the ball is interacting, skidding up the face and getting a lot of spin. So that's not what we're after. Particularly when you're in the wind, we want to really be able to control that spin. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this wedge swing where we only take it back to just around hip or waist high, and on the way through, turn through, and I'm going to try and match my hands to my sternum. So my hands are always matched to the buttons on the top, and they're going to be paced to one another. I'm going to make sure the weight stays a bit over the left side, and then I'm just going to get that arms and body matching one another. So just visualising the trajectory I want to hit from here. So that's exactly the flight I would want to play. Nice little low shot. It's kind of pitched onto the green, worked its way down towards the hole. That's absolutely vital. It's took the spin off it. It's made what is a tricky yardage fairly simple. All I've done is just kept my arms quiet and just turned my body back and through and taking those wrists out of it. Taking the wrists out of it is key, because that's what's going to help you control the spin and the trajectory. Hopefully you got loads of great stuff out of this video, guys. If you have, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so. There's so many things that we're doing here content wise to help your game, help you lower your scores, and most important of all, increase your enjoyment level.